I used to work overnight at a discount grocery store. It wasn't a bad job, quiet, predictable. I stocked shelves, broke down pallets, cleaned up spills. Most nights I barely saw another person. Our store was shaped kind of like a big L. The main aisles were in front, but the back hallway wrapped around behind the freezers and dry storage. It was long, narrow, and full of weird hums from old machinery. I hated going back there. My first month went fine. The creepy part didn't start until mid-January. Around 3:20 a.m., I was in the cereal aisle restocking a new shipment. The only other person on shift was Tony, the manager at the time. He usually slept in his office chair after doing paperwork. So I'm working, music in one earbud, when I hear a knock. Not sharp, not metallic, more like someone tapping their knuckle on wood. It came from the back hallway. I froze for a second, then convinced myself it was nothing. Maybe shelves settling or something falling? I just kept working. Then it happened again. 2 knocks this time. I walked to the back expecting to see a fallen broom or a loose panel, but the entire hallway was empty. The lights hummed overhead, and the only sound was the low rumble of the freezers. I went back to work. But at 3:39 a.m., the knocking came again, this time from inside the dry storage room. That door locks automatically unless someone unbolts it from the inside. No one should have been in there. I knocked back once. Silence. I waited a few seconds. Then, through the thick door, I heard a whisper. So soft I couldn't make out the words. I didn't stay to figure it out. I grabbed my cart and went to the front of the store, where I ended my shift early. The next night, I told myself I was paranoid. Night shifts make you hear things. Around 2 a.m., Tony had called me to his office. "Check this out," he said, pointing at the monitor. On the camera aimed at the back hallway, something was off. A figure, tall, dark, completely still, stood near the dry storage room, not moving, not walking, just standing there. At first I thought it was a shadow, but shadows don't turn their head. This one did. I felt a chill crawl up my spine. Tony, half asleep, chuckled. "Probably the camera glitching," he said, even though he looked uneasy. I asked if we should check it out. "No," he muttered. "Just leave it." When I went back to the aisles, I kept glancing over my shoulder. I didn't go near the hallway the rest of the shift. Around 4 a.m., I had to restock chips, which unfortunately are stored in the very back, next to that dry storage room. I stood there for a moment and I hyped myself up. Just go back, grab the boxes, and then get out. The hallway was cold that night, colder than usual. My breath came out faintly, like the air conditioning was cranked even though it was freezing outside. As I got closer to the storage room, I heard it. It was breathing. Slow, deep, like someone taking long, controlled breaths on the other side of the door. I stepped back, and the breathing stopped. Then the doorknob twisted, just slightly. I didn't wait. I sprinted down the hallway and didn't stop until I reached the front. Tony asked me why I looked so pale. I told him about the breathing. He didn't laugh this time. He just said, "We don't go back there alone after midnight. That's just how it is." He wouldn't elaborate. After that incident, I had thought about quitting, but I needed the job. When I clocked in that night, Tony handed me a piece of paper someone had slipped under the front doors before opening. No envelope, just a message in shaky handwriting. "Stop opening the dry storage door." I told Tony I never opened it. He looked confused but wouldn't say anything else. That night felt heavy. Every sound made me jump. The store felt colder, like someone had left all the freezers open. At exactly 3 a.m., I found something shoved into my stocking cart, a small, folded cardboard note from a cereal box. Inside it read, "He hears you. Don't go back there." I didn't finish my shift. After that, I should have quit. I know that. But, for the money, I had returned for one last shift. I asked Tony about the notes. He looked exhausted, like he hadn't slept in days. "I didn't want to say anything," he whispered, "but this isn't the first time." He told me that years ago, before I worked there, an overnight employee went missing. Not fired, not resigned. Missing. The last camera footage showed him walking into the back hallway at 3:17 a.m. He never came back out. Police searched the building and found nothing. Everyone assumed he just quit and ran off. Except Tony. "Cameras still glitch around that time," he said. "Always near the storage room. I was about to respond when the power flickered. A second later, the camera monitor lit up. Every screen filled with the same image, the back hallway. And standing in it was a figure, closer this time, facing the camera directly. Tony's eyes went wide. "That's the live feed," he whispered to me. We watched frozen as the figure slowly smiled. Wide, unnatural, stretching too far across his face. Then it turned and knocked on the dry storage door. 4 slow knocks. Then it stepped inside. The door closed behind it. We both heard the bolt slide shut. The room locked from the inside. I grabbed my keys and clocked out. I didn't even get my paycheck. I just left. I never went back to that store. A few months later, I heard Tony had quit too. But every now and then, I get an email from an address I don't recognize. No subject line, just a single sentence. 3:17 a.m. Come back to the storage room. The last email came last week. I don't work night shifts anymore. I don't walk down long hallways. And I never, ever answer knocks I hear after midnight. Hey there everybody, Astro here. I just wanted to let you know that this is a very different video that I would normally make. On this channel, I enjoy playing games and I also enjoy reading stories. Some people may show up to this video and they may not like what else I have to offer. You know, they might not like gameplays and they may not like talking about Fortnite or something. I understand all that. You know, it's a broad subject about what my channel is really. I wouldn't mind reading more stories. I do quite enjoy it. I actually like these horror stories. They're pretty nice. If you enjoyed and you would like to see more, let me know, and I will try to get on it as soon as I can. I hope you all have a great night, and I love you, homies. Goodbye.